So I just wanted to share some
I've thought
thoughts.
about what you told me in the Great
Oh,
Hall. I would like to speak with you. Meet me in the Undercroft as soon as you can.
cool. All right, I'm gonna get to Sebastian as quickly as I can, but I at least wanted to pause for a moment and just share some of my immediate thoughts right after quote unquote beating the game, or I shouldn't say beating the game, but beating the main storyline, the main campaign. I think it's an interesting decision. It is an interesting decision having the final boss fight and ending the main campaign before the end of the school year. You know, I felt that once you got to a certain point in the main quest storyline, it was just boom, 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 boom. And then all of a sudden, hey, it's the final boss. Hey, it's all of the professors are coming together and attacking in this one big epic, fight. And then, hey, yeah, campaign's over. The main campaign's over, but you still have the rest of the school year to finish up and wrap up and do everything. It's an interesting decision, and I don't think it's a bad decision necessarily, because I do like the ability that we have to just wrap things up, tie up loose ends. Obviously, like clean up the rest of our campaigns, the rest of our companion quests. Finish up our field guide as much as we want. Finish up like the map as much as we want. It's a little bit more realistic because in the Harry Potter books, conveniently the climax always happens right before the end of the school year, just in time. It just so happens. The timeliness of that every single year for 7 years, it just so happens that everything just comes to a big gigantic climactic finale right before the end of the school year. And so I think this, having it end at a more arbitrary place, is a way more realistic. I'll decide later, ultimately, how I feel about it, whether I like it or not. But I did feel like the climax or the ending could have had more involved in it. It would have been. I keep saying they really should have involved the companion characters more in the storyline, especially at the climax. Like, how amazing would it have been if I had Sebastian, Amit, Poppy, and Natty, like all four of them, helping me in the last battle. Not just the professors, and not just having them appear in a cutscene, like helping out in the meantime, but actually being there on the field, fighting, helping me find Ranrock. That would have been so majestically epic, and I think would have added so much to that part of the story in that climax. It isn't what we got. I wasn't really expecting by this point to have gotten that because, again, the companion quests are a little bit more to the side. They don't really go out on missions with me that often, just on occasion. So I wasn't necessarily like holding my breath and having an expectations that would actually happen. But I feel like that would have just given it a lot more oomph, a lot more grand of a final boss fight, and just having them more involved. But I mean, it was fine. It was okay. It was fine. And it did feel somewhat epic. I'm not really sure how things would have been different if our decision to open the repository, like how that would have panned out differently. I guess I can find out later. In the shadow of friendship. Now that time has passed since the events of the Feldcroft catacomb, I should see how Sebastian is faring. Thankfully, I have the Undercroft to speak privately. This is where we completely solidify our devotion to each other as boyfriends and talk about a possible third party in our relationship with Ominous, because I adore Ominous as well.
What are you up to now?
Can't thank you enough for sorting the bells out.
Here we go. All right, here we go. All right, let's go talk to our boo. Still like the best outfit I think I have. I think, before I talk to Sebastian, let me just make sure this actually is the best outfit. I think it is. Yeah, everything else is awesome looking, don't get me wrong, but there's just something so sleek about what we have on right now that I absolutely love.
I'm glad you came.
Thank you, Seb. Speaking of people I absolutely love, hey, Seb.
Sebastian, I've received your owl. What's happened?
Ominis spoke with Anne about what happened with my Uncle Solomon. She believes I should pay for what I did, but she won't turn me in. She said the guilt I'll have to live with is punishment enough.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. But I'm glad you know that you can at least try to move on now.
The thing is, I think I've lost my sister, my twin, forever. She refuses to even see me. I can't blame her. I couldn't really blame any of you if you gave up on me entirely. You all believed in me, and I let you all down.
Oh, Sebastian. Perhaps Anne will come around. You never know. There's still time. There's still time, and there's always still hope. I think once she realizes how sincere he is and how sorry Sebastian is, I feel like there comes a point where she has to come around just to give her peace. Like, how awful would it be for her if she leaves this world thinking that she never fully resolved things with her brother? I cannot believe that Anne would allow that to happen. I think she would at least try to make amends with her twin brother before she passes on.
Anne may just need some time. Surely one day she'll be able to forgive you.
I forgive
I
you,
hope
Sebastian.
you're right. I realize I can't undo what's been done, but I can try every day to make up for it. I owe you and Ominis everything for standing by me.
Well,
course.
it wasn't easy. But I believe in you, Sebastian. I've had a sense about you since that first day in Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Seems so long ago. Thank you. I have no idea what's to come, but I'm grateful for your friendship. I'm glad you came to Hogwarts.
Oh, that was so sweet. Oh, Sebastian. I'm glad we didn't turn him in. Yeah, I'm glad we didn't turn him in.
I wondered if you might teach me how to cast that curse you mentioned.
Oh, which one?
No, that's okay. We're not learning, or now we're learning any of this. Never
On
mind.
second thought, perhaps I don't need to learn any curses at the moment.
Very well. Let's speak again soon.
Of course, sweetheart. Oh. I have a feeling that's the end of the Sebastian Sallow arc, but whew. So cool. So cool. I do believe that they could have included romance in this game. I know that it doesn't need it. It's not necessary, but I think they could have included it. You know, these are 15-year-olds. 15-year-olds date. 15-year-olds have crushes. 15-year-olds can get into romances or get into relationships. And it doesn't have to be anything that is, you know, that is not age appropriate, you know, for a 15-year-old, or at least in the terms of a video game like this. I think they could have done romances and kept the content appropriate, you know, and it would have been cool. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm sure that'll be modded somewhere, and we can enjoy it. In my headcanon, at minimum, I think my character and Sebastian would totally be romancing each other, especially, you know, with everything that they've been through and gone through. But no, it still feels so like it feels so imbalanced how much Sebastian Sallow, like how much his quest line is so well complete and well done versus Poppy versus Natty, and Amit's like totally missing in action. I think they just totally forgot about the Ravenclaw companion, because he was pretty much involved in one quest, and that was it. That was it. And I, as a Ravenclaw, a true Ravenclaw myself, I'm very disappointed. I really am. I think they dropped the ball on that one for sure. And it's disappointing because the game has hit things right out of the park. It hit things right out of the park so well, and the fact that that they just couldn't even give Amit like more decent involvement is just really sad. They could have done better. They really could have. I don't know if... I feel like another game like Hogwarts Legacy will appear, or maybe even there might be a Hogwarts Legacy 2, I don't know. But I feel like in the second go around, they're going to take a lot of the lessons learned here and a lot of like the mistakes they made here and fix it in the next one.
Just the
I hope
person
so.
I was hoping to see.
I see Doran finally convinced you to leave the Snidgets.
If anyone can keep them out of poacher hands, it's the centaurs. And I wanted to thank you. When the poachers ambushed us, it was nice not to face them alone.
I'm always happy to help a friend.
Of course. It's the sort of thing friends do for each other, isn't it?
I suppose so. I am glad you came to Hogwarts. It's already been my best year.
Oh.
I wouldn't want a repeat of Horntail Hall, of course, but I did enjoy the Three Broomsticks. Had no idea how lovely it was there.
Had you never been to the Three Broomsticks?
I used to spend most of my time with Highwing, and well, I don't know how Serona feels about hippogriffs popping in for a butterbeer. Highwing's the only one I would have gone with. Or Gran, of course.
You should widen your circle, Poppy.
Highwing is nice company, but perhaps it's time to add a few more friends to your circle.
I think that'll do you
I am
good.
starting to see the appeal of human friends. It was nice to talk about my parents and Gran with someone, and share Highwing.
I don't suppose you've heard anything from your parents, have you?
I haven't, but I'm perfectly fine with that.
Does your Gran know that we found the Snidgets?
I couldn't hold it in any longer. I told her everything. She was livid that I'd been anywhere near the poachers, but she confessed that she was rather envious about the Snidgets.
It has all been a pleasure, Poppy. Do try and stay out of trouble.
Don't know that I can. We've taken on poachers twice now, successfully. I rather think you've helped me develop a taste for it. And with centaurs as allies, I might actually go looking for trouble.
Oh, okay. Well,
You and I
alrighty.
should meet for a butterbeer soon.
I would love that.
Perhaps Highwing can join us?
I would love that. Oh, Poppy blooms. Beast friends. Nice. We've got a talent point that I have no idea what I'm actually going to use it on. Yeah, I mean, what am I going to use it on? Focus. I don't actually use any of the potions. The plants are the things I use the most. Yeah, damage and duration. Yeah, I use the plants. I enjoy using the plants more than I do the potions. Because it actually feels like I have companions fighting with me instead of just me and my lonesome. Okay. And then we have Hollow's Last Stand. Weasley's Watchful Eye. I need to meet with Professor Weasley in office and Transfiguration. Oh, all the way over there. Alright. Okay.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Highway, let's go.
Come on, Highwing. Slow down now. There we go.
Alright.
Are you ready to finish Harlow?
Oh, okay. I guess that's what we're doing.
I'm ready to finish Harlow once and for all. What is your plan?
I received an owl from Mrs. Bickle. She wondered if we were having any luck going after Harlow. Suggested we could gather evidence from a friend near Manor Cape.
But she
Okay.
warned us to stay out of it. Was rather adamant about it.
Precisely.
Harlow knows that we saved Archie, and that we rescued Mr. Rabe. The letter didn't come from Mrs. Bickle, did it?
I do not believe it did. Harlow intends to ambush us.
But now we have the upper hand. We can prepare.
We are stronger than Harlow, and he knows it. That's why he's resorting to this sort of trickery. We must go.
All right.
Agreed.
Let's go.
Let's finish this.
I've defeated
Brilliant.
Ranrock. I'm pretty sure I can take down Harlow.
Harlow's reign ends today.
Perhaps
Yeah.
we ought to inform Officer Singer of our plans.
I already sent her an owl to let her know that we were following a lead given to us by Mrs. Bickle.
Are you concerned she might tell your mother?
Indeed she will, but so be it. I am tired of hiding it from her. My mother needs to understand that I will not be safe from the Ashwinders until everyone is. I shall
Fair
pursue
enough.
them until they are finished, and I think she knows that. As do you.
That I do.
I sense he is close.
Where is he?
I do not know. We should look around.
Revelio.
Statue definitely is very... Bye.
No more little children. What's right into us? You're going to it.
We were right.
Bombarda.
Coward.
Expelliarmus.
Go.
Yeah, I mean, after Ranrock, I'm like, whatevs. Whatevs.
You've been a thorn in our side long enough!
You've made it.
Really?
You're a bit dodgy with your skills, aren't you?
Bye-bye.
Come now. You can do better than that.
Oh, there's Harlow.
Little Nat Sioni, innit? And
It's
her
Greg Ellis again.
excruciatingly loyal companion.
Hi.
You two have done quite a bit of damage to my business interests. But I must grudgingly give you some credit. What was once a mere annoyance has become remarkably problematic. Fortunately, I pride myself on my problem-solving skills.
Yeah, enough. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
You're not even trying!
Accio. Confringo. Defender.
Rinse and repeat.
Glacius.
Where'd you go, Punk?
Revelio.
A shame.
coward.
Such potential.
Oh, okay.
Confringo. Glacius. Accio. Glacius.
Do you want to concede now? Must we prolong this?
No, I'm trying to get through this as quickly as possible, Harlow.
Confringo. Defender.
Oh. You have friends? Fine. Take care of them first.
This is not in your favor. Real quick, Stoso. Exploso!
Defender. Expelliarmus.
Take this, Harlow.
Expelliarmus. Bombarda.
Shame. Such potential goes away. Do you want to concede now? Must we prolong this?
There you go, Harlow. Oh, really? Alright. I'm gonna take you down like I did Rookwood. Bye-bye. Oh, you're still alive? Okay. Alright, Ashwinders. Oh. Oh.
Natty! No! Natty!
It was very noble of her to do that. She didn't have to do that, but it was very nice of her. I did take Crucio before, though, from Sebastian, so... like, I don't know if I want to do that again, but I would have if it meant Natty didn't. Oh. Acting on instinct.
Are you sure you are up for a visitor?
Yes, Mother. I feel fine, and it will do me good to see my friend.
Of course.
Very well. But do not overdo it, Natsai.
I know, Mother.
Hopefully they are giving me some leeway since I am the hero of Hogwarts now.
Revelio.
Visit Natty in the hospital wing. Am I not doing that? Yes, I am.
It is good to see you, my friend.
It is good to see you.
I'm glad to see you're doing so well.
I am doing better than it appears. I am only here because my mother insisted, just to be safe. I was relieved when she told me that you were all right.
Good. Thanks to you.
Only because of you. How are you feeling?
Well, I've had better days, but Nurse Blaney says that I am on the mend.
I'm
Good.
sorry, Natty. It's my fault you got hurt.
What? No. Do not blame yourself for this. The moment that I saw Harlow aim his wand at you, well...
You didn't think about it, you just acted. You made a choice to protect me.
You did what came naturally.
I suppose it was instinct. Yes. I could not simply stand there and let you get hurt.
Then I
That's
shouldn't feel
sweet.
guilty.
Of course not. There was nothing that you...
Mm-hmm.
Oh my... I cannot believe that it took me this long to see it.
Mm-hmm. There it is.
He made a choice. Based on instinct, my father, you, my friend, are no more to blame for my injuries today than I am to blame for my father's sacrifice years ago.
From what I know of him, it seems there's a lot of your father in you.
That's very kind of you to say. I hope that you are right. This has all been a bit much, hasn't it?
Well,
A battle here at Hogwarts. Everything we have done to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot. But we have done it. Rookwood is dead, Harlow is on his way to Azkaban, and the rest of them are on the run. A few of the dregs will still be about, fighting for their lost cause. But Rookwood's enterprise has fallen apart.
Yeah.
Everything is safer now because of us. Because of you.
Thank you, but
Because of
we
you.
make a formidable team.
we do
You,
indeed.
my fellow traveler, have enriched my time at Hogwarts beyond anything I could have imagined. Thank you. I believe
you.
your friendship to be one of the most important in my life.
Oh, thank you, Natty.
Thank you for coming to visit me. It is
The
always
Avenging
good to see
Gazelle.
you.
Oh, we're just wrapping everybody up. And there's, again,
World we
no
let our
Amit.
Children solve our problems.
Totally no Amit.
Hello,
Don't mind me, nurse. I'm just gonna go and unlock this right next to you. Don't mind me at all. Again, I'm the hero of Hogwarts. I've earned this privilege. Yep, nope. Don't mind me, hero of Hogwarts here. Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, Hospital Wing. Attending healer, Nurse Noreen Bailey. Patient name, Tasmina McLagan. Oh, McLagan! I know that name. Or so we assume. Age 13. The patient stumbled in without a head. After a head count of the dorms and absolutely no assistance from the headmaster, we concluded that the student was most likely Tasmina McLagan. Despite the obvious communication challenges, I was able to discern that the poor girl was suffering from vanishing sickness. I recommend that she be sent to St. Mungo's at once. partly owing to the time-sensitive nature of the diagnosis, and partly because Nearly Headless Nick was floating around moaning on and on about how very lucky she was. He was most distracting, and if he disrupts my dealings with future Headless students, I shall have no choice but to ask the headmaster to intervene. Addendum. I'm told that the patient is recovering and can be expected to return to the castle soon. Of no particular significance, Nick now seems to be avoiding me. One might assess that he's steeping himself in a somewhat childish sulk. Oh, geez, that's a creepy, very freaky, like, ailment.
Revelio.
Hogwarts School, Hospital Wing, attending healer, patient's name redacted by order of Professor Black. Age redacted by order of Professor Black. Notes, the patient was injured during a Quidditch match, though in my professional opinion, redacted by order of Professor Black, hardly counts as an injury. In fact, if anyone was injured, it was me, as I do not believe I've ever rolled my eyes quite so hard in my life. It is a wonder I can even see to write this note. Rather unbelievably, or indeed despicably, the headmaster now wants to cancel Quidditch, all because of pure blood redacted by order of Professor Black went and redacted by order of Professor Black before the snitch was even in sight. When I pressed the headmaster slightly, I was told redacted by order of Professor Black. Staggering.
Revelio.
Is Professor Black from Russia or something? Good gravy. Oh, jeez. It's like we're not going to let anyone... We're going to censor this, censor that. Censor. Okay. Alright. Any other quests? No? No. I mean, we have Weasley's Watchful Eye. I do want to go to the Room of Requirement real quick. Get some... I do want to change the ambiance of this room, because it's been... We've had it be nighttime for quite some time. I think we can also remove the... It's not the holidays anymore, so that can go poof. And then...
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
The warm one. Natural and
I'd
earthy.
like the room to feel natural and earthy, as though I'm outdoors.
It's spring, of course, so I kind of feel that's fitting for spring. There we go. That's nice. I like the natural light. Perfect. All right, let's go and see what Professor Weasley wants to talk to us about. Yeah, West Tower. I mean, I guess we've defeated Ranrock and killed this sexy villain that is Rookwood, and so now we just have to clean up loose ends. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna clean up. I'll see how things go. I do want to at least finish up the school year and do my owls, but
Hills are stout hearts with joy.
we'll see how I want to see how much more of the main quest line there is. I'm not sure if Weasley has several other things for us to do, or if she's like, finish up everything and talk to me again when you're ready to go to end credits. I don't know.
Professor Weasley, you wanted to see me?
I did. We haven't had a chance to speak since I know you were quite close with Professor Fig.
Hogwarts won't be the same without him.
No, it won't. But I can assure you that he would want us to press on, and that he would rest easy knowing that the future of the wizarding world is in hands like yours.
Thank you, Professor.
You've had quite a year, both inside and outside of Hogwarts. I've heard all sorts of rumors. You've ridden a graphorn, befriended a goblin, rescued hippogriffs, even took it upon yourself to help Professor Black's house elf.
How did you...
It's harder to keep secrets around here than one might suspect. I'm just glad you found such a good friend in Miss Sweeting. It's nice to see her engaging more with her classmates.
Yeah.
There have evidently been Snidget sightings in the area lately. If the centaurs are to be believed, 2 Hogwarts students are behind it.
I'm certain I don't know what...
No need to discuss it further. What I would like to discuss is your wizard's field guide. May I see it?
Of course.
It's not complete yet. It's like handing over the Pokedex to Professor Oak. It's like, it's about 50% done. Not bad.
What do you think, Professor?
I think you've been busy this year. I see some progress here, but quite a bit of your field guide has yet to be completed. Fortunately, you do have some time to prepare for your OWLs. I will confess, I had a sense about you from that first moment you came bursting in, late, to the sorting ceremony.
Not my fault.
I'm pleased to see that my instincts were correct. To think you've only been with us a year and you'll already be taking your OWLs, well, it's nothing short of astonishing.
Thank you, Professor, for everything.
You are most welcome. I look forward to seeing what you do during the rest of your time with us.
Cool. Weasley's Watchfly. Dear Professor Weasley, thank you for your owl. I am overjoyed to hear that this most recent crop of 7th years includes a number of students who may be both interested in and well suited for a career at the Ministry. Of course, their OWLs will provide confirmation of the latter, but equally invaluable to our recruitment process is your opinion. You have a unique perspective given your experience with us, and for that I am truly grateful. I look forward to further updates as the term progresses. Respectfully yours, Ferris Spavin, Minister of Magic, London. Okay. Ransack Professor Weasley's office.
Revelio.
Nice, nice. Alright. So I guess... House Cup. I should tend the end of the year feast in the Great Hall. Speak with Professor Weasley. Complete your Wizard's Field Guide. I mean, that's going to take a while. There's still a ton to do. So I'm gonna... Yeah. We still have... challenges. I mean, what exactly do I need to do to finish my field guide? Do I have to literally do everything? Everything. I don't know if I can do everything. That's the thing. Let me just continue down the main quest line and see how it goes. Because I don't know if I necessarily, for the purposes of the LP, I don't know if I necessarily want to spend another, 9 hours? Or probably won't take that long. But several hours just to run around completing my field guide. Because the bulk of my playthrough shines when I actually have story to go through, and if all I'm doing is completing a field guide, I don't really feel like I have much to commentate on for several hours, and I think that there's diminishing returns on the kind of content I could provide. Oh. Hey, don't cheat on me. Or don't cheat on the meat. He wasn't even, part of most of this storyline. Oh, these are our owls. Oh, we're doing our owls. Okay. Who's the cute Ravenclaw? I never got to really meet that cute Ravenclaw, but oh, it's her father. Oh, it's her father. Interesting. What's his fear? Again, I guess we're never gonna know. There's a meet again. Hi, Poppy. Hi, Natty. Where's my bow? Where's Sebastian? They probably didn't show Sebastian because he could be in
This year,
Azkaban
we
by
have
now.
seen our students exemplify the bravery of Godric Gryffindor. Allow me to finish. The loyalty of Helga Hufflepuff. The wisdom of Rowena Ravenclaw.
Is it Rowena or Rowena?
The ambition of Salazar Slytherin.
Yay!
And so, the winner of this year's House Cup.
Excuse me, Headmaster, if I may. One particular student's heroism during the attack on Hogwarts, not to mention the level to which they have excelled in their coursework, as a new student, no less.
Everybody knows who this is.
Well, it would seem that it certainly merits, I'd say, 100 points to their house.
Oh, snap.
Don't you agree?
All the Slytherins are like,
Yes. Thank you, Professor Weasley.
aww.
I suppose
Look at all the
we have
Slytherins.
our winner.
Yay! Yay, fellow Slytherins. Woo! That was nice. And there we are. Very cool. Nicely done. Yeah, alright. I figured as soon as I triggered that, it was just gonna go to end credits, so, and that's fine. Yeah, like I said, I could certainly record myself completing the field guide, but honestly, I don't think that would be particularly entertaining for you all. And if I'm being honest, I feel like it wouldn't be that entertaining for me either. And so it just would seem like my time would be better spent, you know, just recording for other Let's Plays, and your time would also be better spent like watching another one of my Let's Plays or watching something else on YouTube, basically. So I'm not going to, yeah, I don't think I'm going to record any more of this game beyond what I've already recorded, because I feel like I've already attempted most of the stuff that the trials had to offer. I certainly, I feel like I probably will go back and complete everything, but I may try to do that by replaying this game as a Ravenclaw and get my canon, more of my canon character, because I'm not really a Slytherin. I just wanted to, for the purposes of this Let's Play, as I said, I wanted to sort of experience a story and tell the story of a light aligned or good Slytherin. And that's what I got. So I'm really happy about that, and looking forward to experiencing this game again. Overall, such a great job. They did such a phenomenal job on this game. It is a beautiful game. It is a fun game. Pretty much for those of us, again, who've always wanted a honest-to-God RPG, like North American style RPG, similar to Dragon Age Inquisition or Mass Effect. We got it. We got it in this game, and it's such a fantastic, at least first step, which I hope may open up to other Harry Potter games like this in the future, whether it's created by this studio or a different studio, or produced by a different company. I feel like this is just the beginning. And it's certainly not a perfect game. I've already pointed out a bunch of things about the execution of this game that I thought could have made it better. Like, for example, the use of the companion characters. I don't think they utilized them nearly as much, and it certainly was very imbalanced and way more focused on Sebastian. You could tell they spent a lot of extra effort on Sebastian's storyline, and then like an okay amount for Natty and Poppy, and then like next to nothing for Amit, which is glaringly frustrating. But that is probably one of the few obviously negative critiques that I can put for this game. Another major critique that I'll give is that it does seem like there doesn't seem to be a alignment system in here in the strictest sense. It doesn't seem to matter too much what sort of responses you give. I mean, there are a few instances where you do make some choices that does change the flow of the storyline. Sebastian's companion quest is a huge example of this, especially with things like whether you turn Sebastian in or not. But ultimately, there doesn't seem to be any consequences for learning any of the unforgivable curses, much less using the unforgivable curses. It doesn't seem to affect you in any way. So that's one thing that I think is pretty obviously disappointing for those of us who are major hardcore RPG gamers, or gamers who play alignment-based games or choice-based games, where you kind of do have that expectation that those kind of things should matter and should affect the storyline accordingly. Whereas this one, it's very, if it does happen, it's very shallow, if at all, like what those consequences or differences are. So that is definitely something that I think could easily be improved for the future games like this. Again, I'm also going to champion the notion of possibly having romances available in these games, just like they do in games, in BioWare games or Fallout games, or a whole other assortment of these types of games. Is it necessary? No. But a lot of gamers enjoy it, and it does enrich the experience a lot. And again, keep it age appropriate. If we're talking 15-year-olds, keep it within the context of a 15-year-old character in a video game like this. We don't have to go beyond any of that stuff. The other thing that I really like, which I'd found out later on, is that one major consequence of your house choice is it does drastically change one of the quests, because it determines what sort of help you get in order to go through the Lockjaw. I think the Lockjaw quest. I did not know that until after the fact, but for us, we were able to become friends with Black's house elf, I think was who it was, and apparently if you were I think if you were Gryffindor, then you get aid, or you get a unique scene with Nearly Headless Nick. I don't remember who helps you as a Ravenclaw, but the Hufflepuff one is the most interesting, which I know a lot of people have been talking about. In Hufflepuff, you uniquely are able to actually go to Azkaban, to visit Azkaban, which is amazing. I'm kind of glad that Hufflepuff characters get that storyline, because I do feel like Hufflepuff has historically been known as the house that sort of gets the short end of the stick. So I'm kind of glad that they get to have something that unique and really awesome and cool, actually, that none of the other houses, none of the other students from the other houses get. I love that. I love that there are like very unique things based on your house. Would love to see more. Would love to see more unique experiences or unique things that occur based on your house, or even other choices or other traits of your character. I think that would be amazing. So, you know, just a few other things that I know I mentioned before and might be a little bit obvious, but those are definitely some improvements that could be made in future games. Everything else is like such gold. The amount of detail, the soundtrack, the graphics, even like how stable it was comparatively during its first release. I know a lot of games, when they release of this size, of this magnitude, is just chock full of bugs, and I'm pretty sure this game was released with some bugs. I'm pretty sure. But overall, I feel like as game releases go, again, for a game this size, I think the bugs and the issues behind the game was minimal compared to most. I think it is, based on the average game like this, I actually think it was actually relatively solid of a game, which is also very impressive and just shows just how much care the people behind this game gave it, which is again why it just breaks my heart, and it's just a shame that there are so many extra there's so many like outside circumstances that has tainted not only this game but also the franchise for a lot of people, and I don't blame them for feeling that way at all. I'm not going to get too much into the weeds of the controversy behind this game, because I've talked about it at great length in a separate video. I'll have a link to the video below if you haven't seen it yet, but I put it in there relatively like early in my playlist for the Hogwarts Legacy. So I don't want to dwell on it too much, except to say that it's just so tragic that a lot of people who normally would probably appreciate and enjoy this game just can't, because of how much this franchise has just been tainted for them, and that just is a shame. So, but for someone who has played the game, I am glad that I played the game. I am glad that it has done so well for the sake of the people who worked on this game, for the sake of the people who are, you know, still able to be big fans for this franchise and are still able to enjoy this franchise. I'm glad that they can benefit from this game in that way. Yeah, and I'm just so proud of the accomplishment that the producers, the programmers, the voice actors, everyone who's involved in this game, I hope they're proud of this product and what they have, regardless of whatever is going on with with Rowling, regardless of anything going on there, like trying to keep that separate, trying to keep the art separate from the artist for the purposes of this conversation, for the purpose of this, like, evaluation of this game, that is my choice for this. I'm happy for those people. I definitely am looking forward to what this might mean to the franchise in the future. It would be great if they have a sequel, or if another company creates one similar to this that is able to take lessons learned from this game and just make an even better one in the future. I'm very optimistic about that. So yeah, I can't really think of anything else other than thank you everyone for watching my Let's Play. If you did choose to watch this Let's Play, thank you so much for continuing to support me. If you've chose to continue to support me, I'm assuming if you've watched up to this point, if you're watching this video, I'm assuming that you're still supporting me in some way, even if you're not subscribed to me, but supporting me in terms of like watching this video and listening to my commentary and enjoying my story as much as you can. This has been a great this has been a great experience for me, and I definitely hope that, you know, whatever you decide to do or not do for the purposes of this franchise, that, you know, you're able to do it with a good peace of mind. Yeah, I think that's all I have. So thank you again so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this game. What are some things that you would have liked to see improved? What are some of your favorite moments? Which house did you like get yourself sorted into, etc., etc. Anything and anything that you'd like to post in the comments. I will always love to hear from you. And yeah, until next time, everybody, love yourselves and love Sebastian and Ominous. Mwah! Bye.